What's good, guys? It's your boy Lord Zed, and first and foremost I want to tell you guys thanks a lot so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support. If you do enjoy this video, if you find it to be insightful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and subscribe to the channel, because again, your support is very much appreciated. So today I'm starting a new series called Breakdown, and pretty much I'll be breaking down each gun, the variants, talking about the pros, the cons, and just whether or not you should use this gun and when the best time to use each gun would be. Because again, you'll find a lot of YouTubers, going super in depth, talking about stuff that most people don't really understand but sounds super cool. So I'm gonna break this thing all the way down, put it in layman's terms. Does this gun suck or is it awesome? So pretty much the first gun we're gonna start off with is the NV4. It's the first assault rifle that you get. Pretty much everybody was using this gun when it first came out, and I actually still use it. It's probably my favorite one to this day because it's such a great gun. I definitely think this gun is great for mid to long range. One of the best for mid to long range, if you ask me, because again, I use this gun a lot. And just to give you an idea of some of the numbers, the damage up close is a 30, and the damage at a distance is 23. So what the hell does that really mean? Let's put it this way: regardless of what distance you're at, you're always going to kill somebody in 4 to 5 shots. So that means 4 shots up close and 5 shots at a distance. So that's not bad. 4 shots, the kill range for that is around 43 yards. Once again, doesn't really mean shit to you, but let's just put it this way: it tells you that that's the second best assault rifle in terms of 4-shot range. So like I said, on most of these maps, you're going to be killing somebody in 4 to 5 shots when you use the NV4. So it's not bad at all. Now, as far as pros go, this gun has a couple of pros that I think are super important. And the first one's that it has a low recoil. So a lot of the time when you have these guns, you're required to put on a grip because the recoil's just out of control. That's not the case with the NV4. The NV4 has a very low recoil, and I'll say you don't even need, a grip. I do put quick draw on it just because I like to aim down sights faster. But if you were to just go bare bones, like butt naked, you don't need a grip on this gun because of how low the recoil is. The second pro that I see is that it's super lightweight. So just maneuvering and moving around this gun is super easy. If you're somebody that likes to turn on people, this gun, double jump, run off walls and spin and just fuck people up, this is the gun for you. And it actually has an above average aim down sight. So if you were to look at the average of all the guns, this thing is definitely above average when you talk about aiming down sights. So the one pro to this gun that I think is the most important for my game and my play style is that the suppressor only adds 1 extra shot. So in a lot of the other Call of Duties, the suppressor takes the damage down so far that it's almost like, there's no point in using it because I'm getting screwed every time I try and, get into a gunfight. It's taking forever to kill people. Well, beautifully enough, this gun, adding a suppressor only adds 1 extra shot. So instead of killing somebody in 4 to 5 shots, you're killing them in 5 to 6. So that's badass if you ask me. Now, as far as the cons go, there are only 2 cons that I really see with this gun. And, some might say they're pretty big cons. Just depends on how you want to look at it. The first one's that the rate of fire makes it a shitty gun when it comes to gun battles. So this plays into the whole, map size. So if you're on a map that has a lot of, corners and you're running into a lot of enemies and stuff, trust me, you're not going to want to have this NV4 because that rate of fire is going to screw you when it comes to those gun battles. The second thing kind of goes hand in hand with the rate of fire is that the hip firing with this gun sucks. And again, that time to kill, because of how fast the gun shoots, makes hip firing with this gun freaking annoying. You'll be loading somebody up or thinking you're loading somebody up because you're hip firing, and really you're spitting out a couple of bullets and they fuck you. So you definitely don't want to hip fire with this gun. Those are the only 2 cons that I see with this gun, but I think the pros far outweigh the cons. Now let's talk about some of the variants for this gun. There are 3 variants that I think are even worth mentioning, and that's the Vigilance, the Fallout, and the Flatline. To me, the best variant overall is the Vigilance, and that's because it has the fastest rate of fire. A lot of people don't know, that the variants have different rates of fire. So if you had to say, okay, Zed, what's the best variant? Which is the variant that I should go for? I would tell you it's the Vigilance because of that rate of fire. Now the second is going to be the Fallout, because the Fallout actually has a perk to it that reduces the recoil, and it has the second fastest rate of fire. But the beautiful thing is you can get nukes with the Fallout. So if you're somebody trying to go for nukes, you're going to want to unlock the Fallout version of, or the Fallout variant of the NV4. And then the last one that's still great is the Flatline. The Flatline's nice because regardless of the distance, you're always killing in 4 shots, but it has a lower rate of fire than the other two that I just mentioned. So you're always going to kill in 4 shots, but you're also going to be shooting with a lower rate of fire, which again balances that gun out, because it'll be unfair if you could shoot it fast and kill in 4 shots. So what are my recommendations for this gun? I would use the NV4 on bigger maps that have more space between you and the enemies. I would definitely shoot from behind cover, because that'll give yourself an advantage. I would use the Vigilance variant because of the rate of fire, unless you're trying to go for nukes. In that case, use the Fallout. And the 3 attachment, the 3 attachments I would always use would be an optic, so a red dot or an ELO. The quick draw trigger, that way you can aim down sights faster. And the suppressor, because it only adds 1 extra shot. So, in my opinion, this gun is fucking dope. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Lord Zed out. Peace.